All right, everyone. We're going to get started with forward Duncan McGuire. Obviously, Duncan, not the result the team was hoping for this evening, but some opportunities for you up top, I guess. Just maybe start on the personal side of how you felt the game went for you this evening.
I thought it was going well in the first half. Thought I got some chances, some good build-up play with my teammates, and then, yeah, on the personal side, I think it went well. I had some plays I could have done better, but on the team side, I think it's definitely we're disappointed in ourselves. It's hard to feel like you're dominating a game for 85 minutes and then let two goals in late. It definitely rips your heart out, and yeah, I think we're disappointed in ourselves, and we demand better from ourselves.
Thank you. We'll go to Austin and Michael.
Duncan, 3 games prior to this, you guys were scoring 87th minute or later. This time it's kind of reverse. How do you kind of channel that emotion heading into the next game now that this happened?
Yeah, I definitely think it's we felt we should have won leading that long into the game and that late, and we know we can score in late phases. Just didn't happen today, but I think that's how difficult this felt and this feels for us right now is going to push us and motivate us to train hard all week and get a win for the fans at home and to get the job done.
Michael.
Duncan, on a more positive note, can you just kind of talk us through what you saw on the goal and also on the play just before halftime where you scored, but you were obviously a little disappointed visibly at being called offside?
Yeah, it was, Facu and Martin, for both the plays, can whip in a great ball with their left foot, and they both got their heads up. And on the first one, Facu played a beautiful ball, made my job really easy after a good build-up play. I think it was a deflection in the end that got Facu in, but then good counterattack from the guys, a lot of numbers forward, and Martin played a good ball, and luckily I couldn't stay on sides. And, it was a good ball by him, but I should have stayed on sides.
Go to Mike in the back.
Hey, Duncan, obviously not the result you guys wanted today. I just wanted to ask you about how the season's been going for the team. Obviously, the team started a little bit slow with getting the results, and then most recently started getting some positive results, and then obviously with the result today. I guess the question is why has it been a little bit more struggling for the team to get those consistent results, especially stringing up those wins when obviously it's what you guys obviously go into these games for?
Yeah, it's definitely just difficult. Like last year, we took a little bit for us to get going. Ended up finding our stride late in the season. Like this year, I think it's just taking us a little bit longer. I feel like in the prior, 2 or 3 games before this one, we kind of found ourselves a bit more in playing how we want to play. And I think unluckily tonight we just couldn't finish all the chances. Like I couldn't finish mine at the end of the first half. There was another one that I gave up. But yeah, I think we're playing the way that we want to play, and we're trending in the right direction, but I feel like just a little mishaps in the end of the second half that cost us the 3 points tonight.
We'll go to Gustavo and then to Luis.
Hey, Duncan. Can you tell me a little bit about the starting lineup? Do you feel that the way it's set up is more favorable to yourself and your skill?
I enjoy the players that I'm around. I think all of my teammates are quality. I like playing with, Ivan, Facu, and Martin. I think they're quality players that like to go forward and find me. So, yeah, I definitely like playing with those guys whenever I can.
Luis, and then we'll wrap up with Austin.
Hi, Duncan. Congrats on your goal. I wanted to ask you, Cincy's next, and, in attack especially, what would you do differently to maintain, the lead, especially, the guys score first?
I'd say the game would have gone differently today if I had stayed on sides in the second goal. I think putting in, more than one really takes the life out of a team. Not just being up 1 in the 85th minute, but if we were up 2, I think this is a totally different ball game. You take the life out of them. So I think if you can go up more than just 1 goal and, make the other team feel like it's not their night, then, it's the game will end differently.
Go ahead, Austin.
Duncan, the last couple games, your team has been having to come from behind to scratch out wins and draws this time. You're playing with the lead. How does the mentality for you guys change playing with the lead rather than playing from behind and having to scrap for coming back?
Honestly, I think it's the same no matter if we're winning and if we're up 1-0. Like today, we were up 1-0. Started the second half. We all in the locker room, all of us without the coach saying it was 0-0. We want to win the games 5-0. So I mean, I feel like it doesn't matter if we're leading, if we're winning. Maybe if we're losing, we'll have a little bit more urgency. But we want to keep scoring if we're in the lead, and we want to keep scoring if we're behind. So I mean, I don't think it really matters too much if we're in the lead or not. We still want to play the same brand of soccer, which is attacking minded and organized defensively. And unluckily, we just couldn't do that tonight.
All right, Nico, thank you for joining us. We'll get wrapped up here with Nico. Nico, obviously a difficult result tonight, but I want to start with the positive for you. It was your 200th MLS game. Just for you, such an accomplished player in this league, what does that milestone mean?
I'm very happy for this achievement. It's a good step in my career, but the more important for me today is our result is not good, so this is, and thank you for the congratulations, but we lost the game, and this is the more important for my present. But well, thanks.
Thank you.
I don't know that. I didn't know that, but thank you.
Breaking news. There you go. We'll go Austin and then Michael.
Nico, you came in for the final 30 minutes of the game, up a goal. What did you kind of see from Toronto in that time frame that kind of shifted, especially in the last 5 minutes?
I mean, they growing with the confidence in the second half, especially after the good chance, and we miss a couple of chances, and then we start to play a little defensively, and they feel much better in the attack, and they found the goal, and then his confidence was very high and opposite for us, and we can find the time for score or for the reaction.
Michael?
Nico, Oscar talked about how Orlando could not keep possession of the ball in the second half. What did what were you seeing in terms of why was the team not able to maintain possession, and what was Toronto doing to keep possession?
Yeah, we lost the confidence. I think I felt the same like Oscar says. We can't keep the ball. We can't move like we want the ball. And of course, when we lost the ball and we start to make a mistake and we start to defend very deep, they grow in a confidence and they feel more comfortable moving the ball, and they found the space and with cross and with. Of course, after the goal, everything was different for us.
Then back to Mike.
Hola Nico, buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Bueno, lo que vas a tocar ahorita en inglés, el hecho que el equipo perdió un poco la confianza después que Toronto pudo empatar y 3 minutos después pudieron anotar el gol que les dio la victoria a ellos. Bueno, la pregunta que te quería destacar es el tema que no pudieron cerrar hoy el partido. El equipo el partido se miraba un poco parejo entre ambos equipos, pero las oportunidades que el grupo tenía hoy, donde no se podían aprovechar y bueno, resultó en el rival saliendo con la victoria. Es algo que se destacó entre el vestuario después del partido, sabiendo que no pudieron cerrar el partido y conseguir el resultado hoy en casa.
Sí, no fue que se habló en el vestuario, porque a veces es mejor hablarlo más tranquilo cuando vamos a entrenar y bueno, cuando las pulsaciones están un poco más bajas. Pero sí es algo que todos sabemos, que todos nos dimos cuenta. El partido estaba parejo, teníamos la ventaja, necesitábamos tener un poco más la pelota, no lo encontramos, tuvimos algunas ocasiones, algunos ataques, no conseguimos conectar los pases y obviamente que ellos fueron creciendo con el transcurso del partido. Ellos sintieron más confianza porque tenían que ir a buscar el resultado y nosotros de a poquito nos fuimos metiendo en nuestro arco a defender y bueno, ellos atacaron bastante hasta que encontraron el gol y bueno, después del segundo gol la ventaja, pero intentamos tener la pelota, no lo conseguimos y bueno, ahora es cuando hay que redoblar esfuerzo, trabajar. Sabemos que es momento de mirar para adelante, sabemos que todavía hay tiempo, hay un grupo bueno, de gran trabajo, pero es momento de empezar a conseguir puntos.
Luis and then Gustavo.
Gracias, Nico. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Quería preguntarte sobre los hinchas. Hoy día más de 21.000 hinchas. ¿Qué le podría decir a ellos? Y se viene un partido difícil contra Cincinnati, que están arriba en la tabla. ¿Cómo van a ofensivamente hablando, manejar ese partido sabiendo que hay una pequeña sequía de gol de parte de algunos jugadores? Muchísimas gracias.
Sí, bueno, primero con los hinchas, agradecimiento, ¿no? Se siente el apoyo, nos gusta, sentimos que estamos en el debe con ellos, pero nada, que sigan viniendo, que confíen en el equipo, que cuando la situación está así, este equipo va a demostrar carácter, como lo ha demostrado en años anteriores, así que nada, contamos con ellos en la temporada, así que gracias. Y bueno, sabemos que tenemos un partido difícil en casa contra Cincinnati, un gran rival, como lo son todos los equipos. En casa nosotros tenemos que hacernos fuertes, lamentablemente no hemos conseguido los puntos que queríamos, es un debe también que tenemos en este año, pero bueno, vamos a trabajar más, vamos a mirar para adelante, sabemos, como dije recién, hay buen grupo, se trabaja muy bien, pero bueno, hay que ajustar algunas cosas y tratar de conseguir los puntos en casa, sobre todo, que estamos dejando puntos por el camino.
Last one with Gustavo.
Hey, Nico, obviously it's your first year with the team. Have you encountered any challenges in establishing yourself within the squad? You know, obviously they were young, they've grown year over year, so have you had any challenges
For me?
as a veteran? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the challenge for me is try to help the team, make the team better than the last year, help to achieve something, trophies. I know there is a very good team, good club, and this is my challenge for this year. Try to connect with them. I know it's a process, a different team, different formation, different group like Seattle, but I'm happy to be here. I know we are in a good position here in this club, and I hope next couple of games we can find the good result.
All right, everyone, we're going to move on now with head coach Oscar Pareja. Oscar, obviously not an easy result of the game this evening. Just how are you feeling, and sort of what are your takeaways from the way this one ended?
Very disappointed, obviously, with a game that certainly had the necessity for us to, at 3 points, win at home, and after these past 4 games, just got that momentum going, and the end of the game is very disappointed for us, and obviously the responsibility is taken. I thought in the second half we lost control of the ball, and we lost control of the game, and we couldn't hold the result. And that's what we need to study during the week to see how can we better, because really after a good first half, in the second half we lost control of the game.
Go with our order here. Austin, Michael, Mike.
Oscar, last couple games, you guys have come from behind to get wins and draws. This game, you guys are playing with the advantage. How do you feel that the mentality is different from your perspective, whether the team's coming from behind, fighting to come back, or holding on to the lead?
Well, we can read all those things the way we wanted. It seems like we were a team with a lot of courage in the last games when we bounced back and then we find our result. And today was opposite after we spoke during the week about just open the game and just be winning. But it doesn't tell us that the game is complete. It's 90 minutes and you have to do the duty during the whole thing. It's not who will start winning or not. We always want to be an advantage. But today, with that urgency that we come up in the first half and just leading the result, we end up losing it. So at the end, I think it is more complex than that. I think we need to find answers to be a team that is solid, that can conserve the results, or can open it too. I don't think it's either one or the other. I think it's both. We need to open the games and know how to close them and win the games.
Go ahead, Michael.
Oscar, you talked about losing control of the ball and losing control of the game, and that was very evident in the second half watching that. What can your team do better to maintain possession, to take the ball the other end? Like we saw last year when Orlando had slim leads late in games, they were able to go to the corner, grind out wins. What are they doing differently this year?
Well, we love to be very specific, Michael, and make a diagnosis right now that make us feel hopeful, and that's my job. But I think we need to consider many things, right? Is the complexity, as I say, of the game, that we see how come can we not in 5 minutes just close the game and just leave it there. That's it. And then there is many ideas that come into our head and say, how can we really win a foul here and there? How can we get out of that pressure? But I thought the boys tried to do all those things, but we didn't do well. And the ball was coming very often at the end, and we considered those crosses and landing in the box in something that we are a good team, and then we end up with this disappointment.
Mike, go ahead.
Profe, obviamente no es el resultado que querían. Buenas noches. Te quería preguntar, obviamente el equipo todavía sigue buscando esa vuelta al campeonato. Empezaron un poco lentos, sacaron unos resultados positivos ya de esa racha 4 ahora con este resultado. Bueno, la pregunta en dos, ¿por qué el grupo ha luchado un poco en darle esa vuelta exacta para empezar a sacar esos resultados de manera consistente? ¿Y qué más se puede esperar de los jugadores y figuras que tienen esa responsabilidad, si se puede decir, que no están aportando en la manera de que pueden conseguir y liquidar tus partidos que tenían las oportunidades esta noche hoy? Gracias.
Bueno, es lo que decía ahora, es difícil uno acertarle a un diagnóstico ahora donde todos quedamos con la esperanza abierta, de decir que estamos siendo muy precisos en qué se está fallando, digamos, en esa posibilidad que decís de poder controlar los partidos mejor, de tener más protagonismo con ciertos jugadores o no. Pero tendría que remarcar que los jugadores han tratado de hacer el trabajo, ellos han empujado, ellos han estado trabajando con mucha responsabilidad, tratan de hacer las tareas que uno puede desde el banco o desde la estrategia en la semana ayudarles. O sea que eso y esa disciplina no se ha perdido, simplemente creo que no la estamos ejecutando de la mejor manera para poder elevar nuestras posibilidades de hacer gol. Y en eso pues tiene una gran responsabilidad el técnico. En eso no me puedo hacer a un lado. Yo creo que tengo que tener como la persona a cargo de esa estrategia, de los entrenamientos, de las alineaciones, de los cambios, tener esa responsabilidad y hacerme cargo. Y hoy totalmente soy para tomar esa responsabilidad, o sea, no buscarla solo en los pelados, en los jugadores, también en el técnico, y a eso yo me hago responsable también.
Luis?
Thank you, Profe. I wanted to ask you, obviously a tough result tonight. On the attacking third, it just seems especially in transition, the overpassing made it easy for Toronto to recover the ball and go in transition. Cincinnati's second right now in the standings. What's your plan on the attacking third? Thank you.
Well, the first thing, and knowing that what you said was right, we did not find that connection, especially in the second half. In the first half, I thought we looked much more connected, and we create some options that could land in the goal, and we were heavier in their backs, and it seems like we did a good job in that part in the first half. In the second half, we did not do much on just trying to break that defensive five, and our transitions as well. We get affected by not being able to cover that ground with them, and then there was a lot of spaces, and they use it. How we do it? Well, this team has very clear way to do things. Whether we do it or not, we know what we need to do. Train them, trying to bounce back. I think we need to put our brain on our head in the right place. Today it is a very disappointed. It is a feeling that we cannot hide. But tomorrow we need to bounce back and it's trying to do the right things. I mean, we cannot express any other feeling now. That's just very disappointed with the result.
Anything else for Oscar? Kyle, last one.
It's been a rough start to the season for Pedro. 17 goals allowed in 8 games. Not all his fault, but it's been a bit of a slower start this season. Is there anything you've seen from him that's been different that might be contributing to that? And how do you see the team defensively turning things around going forward?
Right, it's a very wide question on defending, right? And try to singular a player just to resolve the circumstances is very unfair. This is a collective thing. Whether we're attacking or defending, this is a team that if we're not defending well, we all not defending well. And when we score goals, including Pedro, is part of the thing as well. Now, it's normal that individually the confidence drops when we cannot bounce back and just trying to get out of that hole. And you see that we had these 4 results, but today it is a must-win game at home. We're leading, we get in there, and then you can see 2 goals. Is immediately it just create that hole again. And I understand this is the game, and but we have to be resilient and then try to be able to bounce back again. And this is the thing that we cannot fail to do, though.